Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is a recap, a quick look at our altcoins, how our altcoins are doing from our altcoin gem video, and also just a look at our Bitcoin, our beloved Bitcoin. As you can see, as we did close that candle above our resistance, that did give us a nice accelerated move. So we are now, this is what I call all-time highs for Bitcoin. Not whatever not whatever anybody else was talking about before, but yeah, we are fully and formally at nice new highs in Bitcoin. So that is obviously good to see. We're not going to go into this too much because obviously this is not a Bitcoin video, but yeah, realistically I'm expecting a move over the next few days. Well, even if it's a bit more than that, just up to around this 23k zone. Will we come back and back test it and then bounce up there? Will we get back up straight up there, come back and back test and bounce off there? Who knows the course we'll take. But obviously at the moment everything looking pretty good for Bitcoin. So right, over to our gems. So MOONFARM, as you remember, Moonday was basically one of the farming experiments that I'm going to do, hopefully, a full video just on that tomorrow, because hopefully the farming will be live by then. What we actually had was very predictable trading, which was obviously really good. We had so before our initial pump up, this was when the farm, this is when we were looking at it back here, before the farming was going live. I think it was about down here, and I said, right, so I'm buying my Moonday here as well, because I'll need that to pair with the MOONFARM. Then what happened was we had this big run up, so I didn't actually take any profits on my MOONFARM, because my Moonday, because I was holding it to pair it with my MOONFARM. But obviously we had a big move up, literally like a big move up, an easy 2x at a lot of points you could have got out of. So that was good. And then what happened was the farming was delayed. They basically created the token. Someone managed to exploit it. So yeah, then price got hammered again. And then, I mean, it pretty much looks like this person that FOMO'd in here with this big buy that brought us all the way up, then decided to FOMO out and then sent us all the way down. It was at this point that I thought, well, the team has got a good history. The devs have got a good history of producing. The project's been around for a while. They're not about to just disappear. A delay is a delay. A delay is not basically a scam in the case of Moonday, I didn't think. So I just took it as an opportunity to buy a lot more down at these levels. A lot more, so that I basically would be happy selling some as we went up. And then we did go up, sold some, bought some, sold some, and this has had a very nice trading range of between basically 600s to basically mid 600s to mid 400s. So that is a good trading range in this, whilst we await the release of the farming for MOONFARM. So we now have a new token, a new MOONFARM token, and yeah, we're waiting for the staking, which is hopefully coming soon, and then we'll have a whole new video. So but for me, the main point of this was if you bought this in anticipation of obviously the move up from the farming, we actually did have a big massive move up, so that's great. And then if you were just aware of the project and what they've done before and their history, you kind of would have known a delay was a delay, so they were going to come through. So the fact we pulled back down to these levels was for me a pretty obvious buying opportunity, for which I went in quite heavy, and then sold a lot of the position up here. Not a lot, I sold basically just over half the position. So now I have plenty of Moonday to pair it with my MOONFARM, and I also have plenty of profits in the bank as well. So here is the new MOONFARM token. Obviously it's not got any use yet, not got any staking use yet. I have actually paired mine with the MOONFARM Moonday liquidity, so I've got the liquidity tokens already, so just waiting to stake those, and then yeah, see what happens, see what it brings. But yeah, like I said, we'll do a full video on Moonday. So over to over to base. We'll probably do We'll probably do a full video on base as well. This is the chart. This is not so important to look at, this chart on here. The only real thing that is of importance is the market cap. So if we go over to CoinGecko, we can see the market cap has come all the way down to, well, 12,000 at the moment, but we have been slightly lower. If we go onto the 7-day and chart the market cap, I mean, you can kind of see we had a massive pump up here, which was actually quite a lot higher than this. I remember seeing it around 80 million at like intraday. But yeah, as you can see, we pulled all the way back to actually just under 10 mil. Bounced off 10 mil to about over 20 again, and then we look like we could potentially be bottoming out here, and it is quite a nice level for a relatively new project that is promising. It's got a lot of things on their roadmap, their horizon, what they're looking at doing. This is not a bad around the 10. I mean around 10. We'll call it. I know it's 12, but we'll call it around 10 million market cap. That is not a bad market cap for an entry for a project that that has a lot of promise, basically. So yeah, so that's all I really have to say on that. They are continually having updates and upgrades and AMAs and working on partnerships. So yeah, that is base. But again, we will probably do a proper video on that, because that is an interesting one that a lot of people are involved in. So Bond Bridge, this is the longer term time frame. As you can see, we've come down from a high of well over 100, and as you can see the level now, I had been accumulating this basically in the mid to low 20s, where it just seemed we were going to remain forever, basically. Mid to low, I mean, we'd only really get a high of nearly 30, and then we'd get the lows of around 22s, and we'll just stay in this range. But if we kind of zoom in now, as you can see, we have bust out that range. We have fully I can say that quite a lot, don't I? Fully and formally broken out of that range. So we are at a nice 34 level. So can this start to accelerate to the upside? Can this get above 100, which is basically, that's my target for this token. I've got tokens staked in here. I'm currently earning like 1 token a week based on about 40 odd tokens staked. So I'm hoping to get up to about 100, earn some tokens on the way, and then I'll probably just call it a day, and a nice basically 4x plus obviously whatever my free tokens are, depending on how long it takes to get up there. So yeah, Bond Bridge looking pretty good. I have noticed a few other YouTubers, some quite big ones actually, have basically been talking about it. It is in one of the YouTubers' top 5 coins for 2021. So that was interesting to see that recently. So yeah, maybe I will get my 4x out of this. Index. So Index had its run up. We took nice profits. I basically accumulated down here. I took it off for what was roughly a break even. I was buying at a few levels on the way down, a few levels lower, and then I took it off about break even. We're still there or thereabouts. This is looking like, I mean, a little bit like a cup and handle here. Did have a very nice run up off the back of predominantly off the back of a big YouTuber in the space talking about it. Obviously FOMO'd his followers in, who then subsequently got wrecked. So excellent. Excellent. So yeah, we're looking like we're putting a bit of a round the bottom here, potentially a little bit of a cup and handle. Are we going to come in and test for these highs again, or at least get up to around the 12-13 level? Potentially. This potentially could be a good level to get back in around here. So yeah, I am eyeing this up. Index, obviously the governance token for the DeFi Pulse Index. Holly. So Holly did start to look a bit weak. I think I did say a whale capitulated here, triggered a bit of selling. I've said it numerous times, I'm not particularly looking at this for the price action, for just like swing trading it. I am just providing liquidity still, stacking up those tokens, stacking up those rewards, multipliers, waiting for the app to. I think this coin this is one of my favorite projects, basically. There is Wise, there is Base, there is to a certain extent YFD, but Holly is up there, probably like either 3rd or 4th favorite. I think this is going to do massive things. They have. I mean, if you listen to the AMAs, and I know basically none of you do, with Anton, the main guy, the stuff they're doing, the stuff they're looking at doing. Yeah, these guys are professionals. These guys know, these guys have got a plan and they know what they're doing. And they are linked in the crypto and finance world. Yeah, I'm extremely bullish on this. Off the basis of that, I have actually now, after watching this pump up, just not really that interested in buying more coins. Like I said, I'm all staked. When I saw this pullback, I was basically buying a load more coins around 50. So I am actually out, even though I've said I'm only really interested in holding basically my LP tokens and earning my rewards. I actually fancied buying some more coins after we basically had this pullback to around 50% of this move up. So let me just check my sound, check we're all good with the sound here. Yeah, so I did buy some more tokens. So I actually own some actual free Holly that is, well, I actually have my rewards as well. I don't have access to my rewards bonus. But anyway, what is going to happen? There will be, on the 19th of January, there will be a token swap over to the HH token, the new token. So instead of them HOLY, it's going to be HH, the ticker, and yeah, that is going to be the app-based coin for the app, for the banking app, and the cards coming out. I mean, I think this coin, yeah, I think this coin has got massive potential, basically. Let me just have a look, see what it is, what its market cap is at the moment. Its market cap, we are in 880th position. Its current market cap is, yeah, it's like 1.7 million. 1.7 million, and we are gonna probably get rid of a load of tokens when we do move over to the Holly, the HH token as well. So yeah, just massive potential in this coin, I personally think. And like I said, I've got my LP, I've got a lot of rewards tokens, I've earned a lot of tokens, and I've now recently bought a lot of tokens down here too. Yeah, really like this token. If we go to their main site, as you can see, finance service for the digital generation. I mean, you can see a lot of scam projects potentially have cards and things like this, but these guys basically know what they're doing. They're going to have like a yield treasury as well that you can basically get access to if you have the tokens, multipliers for having LP and etc. I mean, this is just I really like this. Right, YFD. How has YFD been doing? So I was in YFD from around 30, took it out at 185, took my opportunity to get back in around, well actually, when I actually checked my fills, I actually got filled at 145. So when I saw this dip down, I immediately FOMO'd in, bought in half my position at 145, and then when we pulled back a little bit more, I then bought the rest in just over 200. I rode that up to over 400, and then my trader instincts kicked in. As much as I love this project, and I was earning yield, I think I'd earned about half a token in this time, only in the space of a few days. My trader instinct kicked in, and I had to take profits basically. So I sold out my position for big profits, well, 2x, but on a large position. Cashed out my reward as well, which was like half a token, so even that itself was like $200 at the time. And yeah, and now I'm currently waiting a re-entry. I did notice they having some sort of a giveaway, and they've been dishing tokens out to YouTubers as well to be doing videos. So they didn't pay me anything, and I'm not miffed. I don't really care. Like I said, I made a load from this token here, I made a load from this token here, and I'll happily sit and wait for to be honest, if I was to buy back in here, I would be watching how we interact with the 200 level for a potential buy. But if we lose 200, then we could be looking at actually just looking at the chart, we could be looking at a full retrace towards 100 here. So I am looking at the 200 level, if not the 100. And like I've said before, like I said here, if I don't get my entry, I don't get my entry. I don't buy. It's not a problem. I happened to get my entry last time, and if I happen to get my entry this time, excellent. I'll take my risk there. I'll pay my money and take my chance there. But if I don't get my entry, then I don't get my entry, and fair play to YFD if it goes onwards and upwards. But in the context of this chart, it's not the greatest looking chart. It's not the greatest looking. A clear lower high formation here, clear lower low formation here. Not so clear, but a head and shoulders formation nonetheless in here. So yeah, one I am keeping an eye on. I mean, for me, they've got to start coming through with some of their stuff. not just distributing money and paying people to talk about them. Basically, they've got to start basically coming through with some of their products. Which is what I always said from the beginning. I said this is definitely worth a gamble down here, because if they even come close to coming through with some of their products that they're talking about, then yeah, then we can have a big move up, which we did. So now it's a case of, are you going to come through with some of these products to justify these levels? If not, the market is probably going to have its say, basically. And yeah, so yeah, just interesting dynamics we've got going on here. But yeah, if you do have this token, you can connect and stake it just over 1% a day. Excellent. Brain. This project, they keep saying they're coming through. There's a lot more intense activity in the chat now. I'm pretty certain one of their main devs, a guy called James, I think he's anonymous, but his name is James. He has got another project, an NFT loot box or something that I have actually invested in that as well. NFT loot box. I should probably put it on here, but it's not on here at the moment. But yeah, I think he's been busy doing that. But apparently they're getting the updates very soon. They've been saying very soon for a while, but there is definitely increased activity within that Telegram channel. So if that does get these updates, expect this to start making a move to the upside. But as of yet, website still down, and no actual update as of yet. Freeway token, been having its little pumps up again, had a pump up, so I've just been accumulating this on lows. I've not even been taking anything off, just accumulating. Not much else to say. It's not really done a lot. It's still for me in an accumulation formation, until it either dumps or takes off. But yeah, just I've confidence in so far as these little coins go, on the website, what they're planning to do. Aligns block, very similar to Orbit and Freeway token. Not necessarily doing a lot. I mean, it's in an accumulation level if you wanted to accumulate it, but realistically, they've got to start doing something as well, as is the case with a lot of these projects. DM script. We're on a 1 hour here. They did have some news pump the price up a bit. I was looking at getting in on this pump. I just didn't really. I mean, it's just I just didn't go for it in the end. In much the same way, not in much the same way, because it was a lot worse. In Distex, we had Distex. In the last video, I took it off my list. I deleted it and I said, look, I'm not having this on my list anymore. I don't really like it. The projects on it are junk. I don't think it's going anywhere. And yeah, and then actually the other day, basically just it just self-rugged. They basically said, oh, we're not going anywhere. The project's not going anywhere, so we're just ceasing to basically exist as a venture, and yeah, and basically everyone in it pretty much, I think, must have lost the money or something. I'm not sure how it worked exactly, but they obviously did lose money. But yeah, that was Distex, which we did take off. And yeah, like I said, I saw their project and it looked junk. And I was deleted off my list and said, I'm not buying this. This basically, it's just rubbish. The platform was good, the idea was good, but the people they attracted to then list on their site were no good. So I mean, yeah, you can't function doing what you were doing if that's the case, and they obviously couldn't. But yeah, DM script, another similar. It's sort of a bit like, it's obviously nowhere near to the same extent as Distex. But yeah, they need to start really doing something. I mean, you can have the nice platform, the nice ideas, but you need to start like realistically doing something. You need to start doing something. Nest, again, accumulation, not doing a lot. Oracle, 6-9 faster than Chainlinks, blah blah blah. I hold a bag of it, hold a decent bag. Let's see what happens. Not doing a lot. Just keeping my eye on that one. Yeah, this is Nest here again, as you can. Oh, sorry, this is not Nest. This is New Cipher. I did look at it and say that's not the price of a New Cipher. New Cipher, we got in New Cipher. We got out on the pump, and realistically, it's not looking too bad for a buy level around here. But I am not personally buying. My attentions are elsewhere. Zephu as well. The Zen Fuse. Yeah, I was eyeing this at around the 5s, watching it. We bought in it, we got out on the pump, nice profits, and then I was waiting to see what happens. It did look very good. It did look like it bottomed out around the 5s. I just put capital to use elsewhere, but the capital very easily could have gone in this around 5s, and yeah, it would have been a good use of the capital, having a nice move up now. basically a lot hinges on whether it gets on Binance. It's kind of like a binary play now, on Binance up, not on Binance down. So we'll see how that goes. Rocket Pool as well. Rocket Pool, I did get out of Rocket Pool after this pulled out back. This bounced up. I actually bought a load of base when it was a lot cheaper. So that money was put to good use. And realistically, I could take that money out of base now and put it back into here around the same level. And yeah, Rocket Pool, I mean, I've seen Anchor have some good moves over the past couple of days, albeit pull back a bit today. But yeah, it's a sort of a decentralized Anchor ETH staking protocol. So yeah, I mean, I could see this doing good things. ETH was another one we were in and out of, in it basically, out of it. It then pulled back down. I didn't bother buying it again. I mean, like, if I can get in for the first pump and make a profit, that's basically what I'll do. So I didn't really bother staking it. I did like its platform. I did think it put a bit more effort into what it was doing. But yeah, got in, nice pump. So if you do fancy this token, I think it's got gonna start to do something good, then it is a good level to buy it, basically, if you do. But I personally will not be buying this. And here is another total DEGEN coin that I'm actually going to do a separate video on. This is not a recommendation to buy. I have bought it as a pure gamble, so I will disclose that information. I'm not recommending any of you to buy it. I don't know what it will do. You can see it trends quite highly on DexTools quite a lot of the time, but I'm going to do a separate video because it has some crazy tokenomics that I just wanted to talk about generally, how wild DeFi has got. Yeah, some crazy DeFi companies out there. So yeah, all said, some of these coins have gone sideways or had their pumps have gone down, but all of them pretty much have provided opportunities to make money, or if not, at least not lost money. Yeah, not looking too bad, guys. And obviously happy Bitcoin all-time highs. And yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.